In 2025, the federal government launched the Australian battery rebate, and homeowners went nuts for it. How nuts? Battery sales quadrupled overnight. Over 200,000 home batteries were installed. The scheme was burning through its budget faster than Donald Trump gets through fake tan. In fact, it was so popular, it was on track to run out in just 1 year when it was designed to last 4. So the government has made some big changes. The budget has been tripled, but unfortunately, the individual rebate value is dropping. From May the 1st, 2026, the rebate on large batteries will be about $10,000 less. So if you're thinking about getting a battery, you need to understand these changes. In this video, I'll cover what the rebate is worth right now, what changes on May the 1st and why it matters to you, the new tiered system for bigger batteries, eligibility, what hasn't changed, the installer scramble, why all good installers are already booked out until May, and what I recommend you do. Let's get to it. So, quick recap. What is the Australian battery rebate? The federal government runs the Cheaper Home Batteries program. It gives you an upfront discount when you install a home battery. Your installer applies for the rebate and takes it straight off your quote. There's no cashback forms, no hoops to jump through for you. It's an extension of the same scheme that gives you the solar panel rebate. Now, it's not means tested, anyone can apply. The government has now committed a whopping $7.2 million to it over the forward estimates. That's up from the original already massive $2.3 billion. So, what's the rebate worth right now? As I film this in March 2026, the rebate is worth $300 per kilowatt hour of battery capacity. For a 30 kilowatt hour battery like this baby, that's $9,000 discount. But on May the 1st, 2026, it drops to $244 per kilowatt hour and only for the first 14 kilowatt hours of battery. After that, a new tiered system kicks in. Let me explain. The new tiered battery rebate system from May the 1st. Now this is a big change. 10 kilowatt hour battery, you're getting about $2,500 off from May. 14 kilowatt hour battery, you're getting about $3,500 off. Now that's the sweet spot if you want to get the full rebate after May. It's about the size of a Tesla Powerwall. But if you want a giant 48 kilowatt hour battery, you used to get $18,000. From May, that drops to $7,000. The rebate will then drop every 6 months after May the 1st until the scheme winds up at the end of 2030. So why did the government change it? Simple. People were buying way bigger batteries than the government expected. You see, the original rebate paid the same rate per kilowatt hour regardless of battery size. It takes very little labor to add a modern battery module to a stack, and the cheapest battery modules cost about the same as the rebate. So surprising no one except the bureaucrats who never leave their Canberra desks, people started buying the biggest batteries they could to maximize the free money. Battery rebate. So the rebate was being spent 4 times faster than the Canberra clowns anticipated, and they had to act. The new tiered system is designed to push people towards smaller batteries. And to be honest, for most homes, 14 to 20 kilowatt hours is actually plenty. Now, what hasn't changed? Eligibility. The core eligibility rules are the same as last year. The battery and inverter must be Clean Energy Council approved. The battery must have at least 5 kilowatt hours of capacity. If you're connected to the grid, the battery must be virtual power plant compatible, but you still don't have to join a VPP. If you're off grid, you can still claim the rebate as long as you're at least 1 kilometer from the grid, or it would cost you over $30,000 to connect to the grid. It's not mean tested, anyone can apply. You can claim it for a new battery or as a replacement for an old battery, but you can only claim the battery rebate once per property. The battery must be connected to solar panels, and if your state has its own battery rebate, the federal one can stack on top of it. Now to the installer scramble. Here's something you really need to know if you're watching this before May the 1st, 2026. Everyone and their dog is trying to get a battery installed before May the 1st, while the rebate is still at the higher non-tiered rate, and installers are completely slammed. Our team at Solar Quotes is hearing from installers every day that they are completely full up to the May 1st deadline. In fact, many installers have been booked out since January. I'm sorry to say, if you haven't locked in an installer yet, your chances of getting a battery installed by a non-cowboy before May are close to zero. Be very cautious of any company that says they can definitely get you installed before May with no caveats. If someone's got plenty of availability and is making big promises, that should raise big questions about why they're not busy. Protect yourself if you're getting a battery. Whether you're getting installed before or after May, here's some practical advice. If an installer promises a pre-May install, get it in writing. Ask what happens if they miss the deadline and get that in writing too. Confirm the batteries are in stock, not expected, not on order, secured. Ask what installed means. A battery system is considered installed from the date a certificate of electrical compliance is issued, and that's when you get the rebate, not when it's on the wall. Be careful with deposits. Large or non-refundable deposits are a big red flag, especially right now. And read the terms and conditions. Yeah, I know this is boring, but these days you can get ChatGPT to do it for you. Get ChatGPT to tell you if there's anything dodgy in that contract. Now, should you wait or should you buy now? Look, if you can get it installed before May the 1st at the current rebate level, good on you. As long as you're getting a reasonably sized battery from a reputable installer at a fair price, go for it. But if you can't get in before May, don't panic. The rebate is still worth having after May the 1st. A 14 kilowatt hour battery still gets about $3,400 off. And battery prices themselves are falling too, so that will help offset the lower rebate. What I would not do is rush into a deal with a dodgy installer just to beat the May deadline.
Coming up, just sign here. Careful, hot pit.
A bad installation will cost you way more in the long run than the difference between the old rebate and the new one. So, battery payback, is it still worth it? Look, even with the lower rebate, batteries remain a pretty good investment for most Australians. Now, if you've had solar on your roof for at least 12 months, I've got a great battery payback calculator on the Solar Quotes website. You simply stick in what battery you're thinking of buying, upload your smart meter data, and it tells you exactly how much that battery would have saved you over that 12 months. As a rough guide, at the time of filming, for a home with a well-sized battery and a big enough solar system to charge it, payback periods in South Australia, New South Wales, Queensland and WA are still in a respectable 6 to 9 year range. In the ACT, Vic and NT, it's longer, and in Tassie, Tassie's Tassie. So here's my advice. If you want a battery, get quotes now. Even if you can't get in before May, you want to be near the front of the queue for after May. It's still going to be crazy busy. The rebate will keep dropping every 6 months, so the sooner you move, the more you're going to save. Don't buy a bigger battery than you need just because the rebate makes it look cheap. A 14 kilowatt hour battery at the full rebate rate is going to be the sweet spot for most homes from May onwards. Get the size that matches your actual usage. It's no point having a giant battery that you never use. Don't fall for dodgy ads. If someone's promising you a free battery or saying your postcode qualifies you for a special deal, it's absolute rubbish. The rebate is available everywhere and it does not make batteries free. If you don't have solar yet and you're battery curious, my advice has not changed from last year or the year before. Put the largest solar system you can reasonably fit and afford on your roof. You'll start saving money immediately, you can build a relationship with a good local solar installer, and you can add a battery later when you've got the data to size it properly. And subscribe to the Solar Quotes newsletter. We'll keep you updated as the battery rebate continues to change. If you want to get quotes for solar and/or batteries from vetted installers I trust, just visit solarquotes.com.au. Happy battery hunting.